Enough of the negatives. Let's share some things we love about Canada. It's a beautiful country with amazing nature, friendly and welcoming people. It is also multicultural and diverse. Here are 10 things we love about Canada and why you should come too. Hey guys, you're welcome to my YouTube channel. If it's your first time here, thank you so much for joining. On this channel, I share information on personal finance, lifestyle, and travel. And if you're a returning subscriber, you know the vibes. Please give this video a thumbs up. Don't hesitate to leave a comment below, and don't forget to share with your friends as well. Thank you all for 30,000 subscribers. Woo, 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 woo. I really appreciate every single one of you for subscribing to this channel, and I hope to continue to bring valuable content to you. And as you can see here, I have my beautiful friend here. She's joining me to talk about this video because I have several videos where I've talked about Canada expectation versus reality and how the expectation is not matching up with the reality. And I've also talked about things I dislike about Canada. The same thing, I recently had a video that blew up where I talked about the untold truth about Canada and why people are leaving. So I decided that, you know what, enough of the negative, let's talk about some good things. But then it's just human nature to talk about like the bad side of things most of the time. So today I'm sharing with you things that I love about living in Canada, and I'm bringing my friend with me. But I'm going to be sharing with you things that we actually do love about Canada and why you should come.
Yes.
The first reason why I love Canada is because you can achieve the Canadian dream. And Canadian dream is defined by everyone differently. But for me personally, I would say Canadian dream is when you as an immigrant, you move to Canada, you're able to attain this lifestyle that you couldn't have from maybe the country you're moving from. You come here, you start from the very scratch, maneuver your way, get into the system, get a good job, get into a professional world, the kind of career you want, literally achieve your dream life in Canada to the point where you can support your family back home. You can also even bring them to join you in Canada. I think that life is really something that not everyone might be able to achieve their dreams back where they are residing or maybe in their home country. And when you move to Canada, you're able to make this dream a reality. So that's definitely something I like about Canada. Like you can literally live the life of your dreams.
Yes, definitely. Definitely. And for me, I like that Canada is a land of opportunities, to be honest. It could take time for you to get the job you're looking for, but there's always someone hiring. There are different BA jobs, different software engineering jobs. We have nursing jobs. You could be a doctor. There are different fields you can explore. So it's a land of opportunity.
Third thing I like about Canada is like there is a credit system. Where I come from in Nigeria, there is no credit system, and in Canada that credit system allows you to literally get things that you probably would not be able to get your hands on. Now the credit system can make or mar you depending on how you choose to use it. If you have someone that you're enterprising, you have dreams, you want to maybe go to school, or you want to like get into like an online business or something, and you don't have like a laptop, you don't have a cell phone, you don't have the resources, you can't pay for school fees and all those things, there is like credit, easily accessible credit actually, that you can get, like maybe a line of credit, a credit card that would pay for your laptop or your cell phone, and you can get into that business or whatever it is that you are trying to get into to make money, and make money off it, then pay back. Like that credit system is very good. I know sometimes people might tend to abuse it, but it's a very good system, and if you make good use of it, it's very helpful. I really love that about Canada.
like just buttressing what you just said. Don't buy too much, more than you can chew. That's the word, that's the proverb. Don't buy too more than you can chew. Like in Nigeria, where we're from, when you see people driving, let's say like a Tesla or like with the latest phone, they had to pay for it up front. But in Canada, you can live that standard of life that you want. You can have like Tesla, as long as it makes sense to pay your bills. At the end of the month, you can have Tesla, you can have the phone you want, but you would be able to afford and get those things.
I think that also helps improve the standard of living. Because in a way you are able to match up to the certain lifestyle that you want. You don't have to continue to work for you to be able to live the life you want. You can actually do it and like finance it. That's just the word.
Another thing I like about Canada is the fact that you feel safe. like so many occasions we'll go out and we'll be coming back, like let's say 3 a.m. maybe we'll go for a show or something like that and come back 3 a.m. Relatively you are safe, like there's no creep looking at you, or like on my streets they've not been any killing or crime or kidnapping. Yes, there's situations and occasions of people getting kidnapped, one-offs, but it's not bad.
Yeah.
I wouldn't necessarily go out like the way I go out in my home country, Nigeria. Like you have to have guys around, you have to have all these things around. I'm not saying Canada is foolproof, like there's nothing happening, but it's safer.
Yeah,
Let's just put it like that, it's safer.
One amazing thing that I also love about Canada is the Canadian passport. This is one of the strongest passports in the world. You can literally, like, I think it's top 12 or
I think it's 12
13th
position, or
like
13th
it
position.
has high ranking across the world, and it's very well recognized in comparison to the passport I have, like green passport. And the Canadian passport, you can literally say, okay, I want to get Canadian passport in 5 years, and you can make it happen. Like it's something that you can realistically get to. I like the fact that when you do the right things in Canada, you work, you pay your taxes, you're living a decent, responsible lifestyle, you can get the Canadian passport without having any stress. It's actually probably one of the easiest passport that you can get.
I think so.
It's one of the easiest, and I'm very sure. So that's definitely something that I love about Canada.
Yes. Another thing I like about Canada is the free health system, healthcare system. Yes, if I walk into like a hospital, there might be wait time and all this kind of things, but when they treat you, it's really free. You do your surgery. Like if, let's say, God forbid, someone has cancer, they will really treat you. They will treat the cancer, and you won't pay a dime for it. Giving birth is free, seamless. The doctors were very responsive,
and they even check up on you.
And they check up on you after you give birth. Like they have people come and check up on you, check up on the baby. They take mental health very seriously, so they check up on the mother and things like that. So when it works, it really works. Which for the most part is all the time. It's just what is happening with the system getting stretched out, but that's a story for another day. Yeah.
The free healthcare is definitely one of the most attractive features about Canada. Why people even move to Canada, because when you think about your day-to-day life, you think about the importance of good healthcare and accessible healthcare. The fact that Canada has that in place makes it attractive to people to move here. Healthcare is actually free for all. I think we should mention that, because it's not like, oh, when you are reaching a certain income, or you have to be making a minimum amount of income. It's free for all. Another thing I love about Canada is its proximity to the United States. We all know the United States is also a land of opportunity, actually even bigger than Canada, if I want to be very honest. But the fact that Canada is close to the US makes those opportunity in the US kind of spill to Canada. So if you reside in Canada, you can get the opportunity to work with a lot of US companies and reside here. You can easily travel to the US as well. If you reside in Canada as a permanent resident, you can get the visit visa to the US, and you will get 10 years visa, like very easy. Companies in the US would rather hire people that are from Canada than from other competing countries, as long as it's reasonable for them, because sometimes they might be considering cost as well. But if it's a company that they have the budget for it, they'll rather pick people from Canada, which means we that are residing here, we tend to benefit from those opportunities in the US as well. Even things like if you run a business, you can easily transact and have business with people that are living in the US, unlike people that are like living across the rest of the world. So it just makes you maximize the income that you can potentially earn in Canada, just because we are close to the United States.
Yes, and not even looking at the business aspect of it, like social aspects. Like we can drive into Buffalo, New York, and Buffalo is bordering Niagara.
Even so New York is like just a couple of hours.
Yeah, so you can literally drive into that place if you maybe have like something you want to do there, or you just want like new scenery and stuff like that. You can just easily drive down, as long as you have either your passport or you have a visa.
And if you're already a resident of Canada, if you apply, the chances that they will give you is very, very high compared to if you're applying for visit visa from like another country.
Yeah, and if you have your passport, you don't need a visa. You can just go in. So so that's good. Another thing I like about Canada is the fact that the immigration path is very defined. Before you even consider coming to Canada, you basically already have like a plan of this is what will happen. You can come in as a student, you can come in through PR. There's so many programs you can use to come to Canada, but you kind of already have a defined path that this is my path to get my passport. Or there might be a switch along the line, but at least it's kind of structured like school, like an academy, like this is it, this is what I need to do, this is what I need to provide, and all this kind of stuff. You can bank on Canada's immigration path. So if you want to come to Canada, up on the train and
look into that. Definitely the process from temporary residency to permanent residency, it's very straightforward. I'm not saying it's easy, because it's not. Nothing good comes easy. But it's defined. You know what you need to do, and it's clearly spelled out there. It's not like you need to wait for a company to sponsor you or anything. All those things that the US have that you need to look for sponsorship and all that. It makes immigration process complex, but Canada makes it very seamless and straightforward.
Like you're not tied to any company because you more or less sponsored yourself, your immigration. So you don't need to like work with this company for 3 years or 5 years because they're the ones sponsoring you and things like that. So
another thing I love about Canada, which I think you would also love, is the government support for individuals and businesses. The government has different programs in place to support people, residents here, and as well businesses. During COVID, we know a lot of countries around the world like had this global shutdown where you couldn't make money and people were stuck at home. They can't make money, and the government of Canada stood up to support people, even people that are not permanent residents as well. They got the government support. Same thing for businesses as well. Business gets this like multiple supports in place, even things like employment insurance as well. So in case where you lose your job, the government is there to support you till you find a better job or something. And that doesn't necessarily have to mean like, oh, it's during COVID or there's a global pandemic. It's like anytime. Also, if you maybe you're a new mom and you just had a child, you can get up to 1.5 years, because I think it's over 1 year, like 18 months.
18 months.
You can get up to 18 months of like time off from employment and to take care of your child. Then you still get paid during the whole 18 months. A lot of people have benefited from all these services and resources that the government has in place. The government also has in place like things for new immigrant, newcomers when they move to Canada, because it's a very new city community that they are integrating into. The government has like support and activity facilities in place to help people integrate. Newcomers program, there are a lot of them for people to benefit from. So I really love that about Canada, because it knows that, oh yeah, people are new here and they need to find a way to integrate and put those systems and structures in place.
So another thing I really like, which is kind of top for me, is Canadians being very friendly. People might beg to differ, but I think personally that Canadians are very friendly. Yes, everybody's going about their business, but even though people will say it's fake, but at least they're smiling back at you. Like people will smile. It could be like Canadian smile, like but like at least they're smiling. It's one thing if someone is giving you the eyes or like eyeing you or like giving you one dirty look, but like they'll smile. Especially like elderly Canadians will have like they'll try to have conversations with you. Sometimes it could be very daunting and stressful, but at least they'll sit down and have conversations with you. I remember when I just moved into Canada and I was trying to figure out the bus system. Like this lady did not have to go out of her way to help me, but she literally helped me, took me to the bus station, explained the system to me. So there are different things like that can happen. Canadians are friendly, they're nice, and we were having this argument this morning, and I had to Google it. Like at least we scored like sixth place of the friendliest country in the world. So that's not bad. Kudos to Canada. So
Canadians are known for being nice and polite.
They're polite.
But for me, I think for me, the word I would choose to rather define it as is, I would say they are welcoming and accommodating. That's the way I would define it. I wouldn't necessarily say they are nice, because I know they are not so nice, but they are welcoming and accommodating.
I would say they're friendly and they're nice. So
okay, each to its own.
Each to its own,
Okay, we have come to the end of this video. There are a lot of things that we actually do love about Canada. If we had to sit here from today till next week, we'll continue to say a lot of things that we find nice and we appreciate about Canada. But we just thought to bring to you the top 10 things that we love about Canada so that you can come too. Anyway, that's pretty much it for this video. Hope this video helps you make a decision on why you should come to Canada. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in another video. Bye for now.
Bye.